Namaste, beautiful souls. Welcome to the Blooming Lotus Healing Channel. My name is Jikara, and I'm a spiritual healing facilitator. And I'm so excited for everyone to be here. And so let me know in the comments, where are you connecting from? Hi, Lee. I'm so excited to have y'all here. We're going to be talking about how to heal energy cords with others. And this is going to be a really juicy subject because I know we all have some sort of relationship, right? That we sometimes can feel a little questionable, or sometimes we need a little bit of assistance. And so this is going to be a really great conversation we're going to be having about how can we do this? How can we move from a place of fear and separation into a place of grace and opening our hearts? But before we get started, I just kind of wanted to take a moment just to celebrate those who are part of the Cosmic Light Activation group, those who are part of the membership. Thank you so much to my supporters. I'm so, so grateful to you. And if you want to join, I want to invite you to go over to my website, thebloominglotushealing.com. And you can sign up for my email list, so that way you know when the doors will open again. What are the benefits from being part of the Cosmic Light Activation? You get weekly oracle guidance directly onto your phone via a private Telegram group, and also we get together every month to do a collective Akashic clearing, which is really great. And so I'd love to have y'all there if you want to join. And this is also supporting this channel. This channel is fully supported by you, by the audience, which is how I want to keep it. And the reason why is because I want to make sure that the decisions that are made for the highest good of this community. But anyway, with that being said, I just kind of want to take a moment just to say hello to everyone. So hi, Lee, Jennifer, Gigi, Jay Dora, Jay Dorite, Erica, Krista, Arlene. A grand day, everyone. So happy to have y'all here, and I'm so grateful for your support, for you just being here. Anyway, so I have a couple of announcements that I wanted to mention. I will be on at Spirit Fest. If you are in Florida, if you're in Florida, if you're in Central Florida, Central West, West Central Florida, I want to invite you to come over and say hi to me. I will be at Spirit Fest Lakeland the 15th and the 16th, and I will be also doing a speech on energy cords on the 16th at 2 p.m. At Spirit Fest. So I'd love to have y'all there. I'd love to see you if you're local in this area. I'd love to give you a hug. I'd love to connect and say hi. And then also I will be offering mini readings at a discounted rate, and then I'll also be doing mini clearings as well at a discounted rate. I can't do full hour clearings, but I will be doing about 35 minute clearings for people, and we can just do one intention. And so, like, if you want to come in and receive some one-on-one support from me, directly, then definitely come by. Hi, Vintage. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Moonstruck. Awesome. So excited. Krista's coming from Louisiana. Awesome. Winter Park, Florida. Gigi. Awesome. So we got some Floridians in the house. Okay. Super, super happy to have y'all here. And so let's go ahead and get started with this conversation about energy clearing for our energy cords. So let me know in the comments who is familiar with energy cords, who's familiar with the concept of energy cords, and have you ever had to get your cords cut, or have you ever heard of that term of getting your cords cut? Let me know in the comments. I see some people from South Florida. Awesome. And I'm gonna drink some water over here while I wait for y'all to show up. Hi, Cece. Awesome. We got a full house. Okay, so Gigi says she's had a cord cutting. Okay. And so most likely, we don't really have conversations about cord cutting unless there is something kind of feeling negative between us and another person, right? Like, typically you're not going to want to cut cords with someone that you're having a good time, right? That's typically not how it goes. So so let's just think about for a minute. I just kind of want to give you this concept of the cord and what it really means, right? Because spirit a lot of times gives us certain concepts so that we can understand in our human our human construct, right? The human construct has a way to relate to things, and so the way that we explain these energies, a lot of times they're going to be in a way layman terms, right? So that's what the cord is. Like when we think about the cord, we can visualize something connecting us to the other person, right? Like that's everyone can come to that concept, basically. And so what happens is that when we cut the cords, one of the things that I've been receiving from spirit, especially with the um, you know, with the channeling that I've been receiving for the Beloved Method, which is the class that I'm teaching on healing energies and soul relationships and just energies in general between two people. I personally, I was telling, I don't know if Peggy's here, but I was telling Peggy and Fabrice in one of the sessions, one of the final sessions of our class, that, I created the Beloved Method out of pain, out of my own emotional pain, out of my own experiences that were so difficult. I come from a very heavy background where, I had a very difficult relationship with my own mother. And, there was a lot of pain, related to that. And so, how to navigate that, right? Like when we are in pain and we're feeling victimized and we're feeling all of this stuff, is difficult, right? To navigate that. So it's natural for us to want to have some separation, right, from the other person so that we can figure out our own self and so that we can, go back into homeostasis. Now, there's an additional layer here that goes beyond the experience that we're having with a person. So, of course, when we're having the experience, we're getting, it could be a conversation that we're having with a person, and they say something or they do something that ends up hurting us, right? When that happens, and I want to invite you to open your mind here. When that happens, there is a role that they're playing in our lives, right? And I know it's difficult for us to get away from that victim experience because we are the ones experiencing the pain, right? But what I want to invite you to do is to kind of travel up for a minute with me, travel upwards into the 5D, right? So like if you want to take a moment just to take, and let's do this exercise together. Take a moment right now and let's imagine that you are and you can close your eyes. Let's imagine that you're inside a building, okay? Inside a library building. And this library building has many floors, and you are at the third floor, okay? And what I want to invite you to do is to look around this library building, and you're inside, and you're going to find yourself looking at a elevator, okay? And at this moment, I want to invite you to visualize yourself going into this elevator. And when you go into the elevator, you're going to press the button that says 5, number 5. That's going to be your 5th dimensional floor that you're going to go to. And then I want to invite you to just quickly just hit that button, and you're going to notice that the door of this elevator is going to close. And now you're being risen up towards the 5th floor, the 5D. And I just want to invite you just to take a moment just to really feel into your breath and try to feel into that elevation of your awareness, that higher perspective that you're going to be receiving right now. And what I want to invite you to do is to allow yourself to step out of the elevator. And as you step out of the elevator, you're going to notice that you're going to be inside this incredible place that has many books that go from floor to ceiling. And you may have someone that is waiting for you, such as an ancestor or spirit guide, or it could be an animal guide, or it could be an archangel, or maybe there's no one waiting for you, and that's okay. Just walk towards an area that feels right for you in that library, inside that 5th floor. And as you give yourself permission to sit in that space, you notice that now there's a really comfortable couch that appears there. Right next to it, there's a book And this book, it says your name and your date of birth and your place of birth here on earth. You're going to place your hand on top of that book right now. And right now, I see Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael placing their hands on top of your hands. Archangel Metatron is placing his hands on top of your hands as well, supporting you in this journey of connecting to this book of yours from a place of compassion and high awareness. So I want to invite you just to come back into your body, come back into your room, into where you are. And at this moment, you can open your eyes. And so the reason why I wanted us to do this exercise is because it's important for us to, when we're looking at the conversations that I'm opening up here in this channel, to look at things from a higher perspective, to try to open our hearts to receive the guidance and the information that Spirit wants to birth through this channel. The reason why I say this is because one of the messages that I received from Spirit this morning, as I was getting ready for this live, was the fact that we are calling for a new paradigm as humanity. We are calling and we are working towards that. But we cannot build a new paradigm using the old constructs and the old belief systems that we have chosen to use for ourselves. So it's about expansion and expanding our awareness, right? And so the original way that we have been treating cords, it's not incorrect, right? It's not incorrect for us to seek a place of respite. Like, that's absolutely important, and for us to incorporate. Why? Because how can you heal when you are in the middle of a fire? Like, if you're burning yourself, you don't want to leave your hand on the burner. You want to step away so that you give time for your hand to heal, right? For your skin to heal, right? However, it's important that we recognize that this is a very human way of seeing things, which is perfectly correct. It's our reality here. However, the way things work in the spirit world is very different than how it works here on earth. And a lot of times for us healers and channelers, it's hard for us to, there's a sense of understanding and knowing that we have. And it's very hard for us to kind of put it into words, because the words that we use to describe these is really, they fall short in this process, right? So what I want to invite you to do is to open your heart at this moment. And what I'm about to tell you is most likely going to trigger you, or most likely going to open your heart, or most likely not going to do anything. But I want you to just receive this with an open heart and an open mind. So the way that we've been doing treating our cords with other people is the old way. We are now moving into the new earth. And what that means is that we are now in the process of understanding that we need to heal. We need to heal the cords instead of cutting them. The reality is that we have used the construct of cutting cords for the past, I don't know how many generations, right? Because it was helping us understand at a human level, right, that we were trying to do a healing. But the reality is that we want to start changing our awareness of how we are speaking about these things. And so the message that it's wanting to birth through me is the message of healing cords instead of cutting them, because that's really what is happening. At the etheric level, we're always interconnected, and we're never going to be separated from each other. We're all of us here right now, we're all interconnected, right? And it's very hard for us to see that, because we are living in a separation energy, right? We are living in a 3D, in a duality. So because that's our reality, it's hard for us to wrap our heads around that, right? And so the reason why I wanted to first talk about this before we get into the healing part of it is because it's important for me to bring this forth so that you can understand what you are doing when you are connecting to this intention of healing the cords, so that you can understand that you're not really cutting the cords, but you're actually healing the cords. Okay. So this entire time when I've been doing the clearings for my clients, I was under the understanding that cords were being cut, but the reality is that the healing was being done between these two, between this highway of information that was happening between these two people, and that's what I've been doing also for myself. So everything again is interconnected, and so it's hard for us to wrap our heads around love and compassion because we ourselves haven't either experienced it or we're having a hard time connecting to that unconditional love. It's very hard to operate in that unconditional love here on this earth. That's the reason why we came here on this planet in the first place, right? And so what I want to invite you to do is to recognize that you have and certain limitations, right? That you may have. I don't want to say you may have certain limitations that are keeping you from connecting to unconditional love. And that is your work. That is how you hold yourself accountable, right? Is to recognize what part of me at this moment am I connecting to the victimhood? What part of me I'm still giving away my power to this situation, to this other person, and what part of me can I reclaim back, right? Because the only way that we can start the healing process is when we start taking responsibility for ourselves. That there's no other way around it. And I wish I could sugarcoat this for you, but I can't, because otherwise I would be doing everyone here a disservice, right? And so what I'd like to do is for you to, we're going to do an exercise. And so, and what I want to invite you to do is this exercise. We're going to use the Oponopono prayer. You can use any prayer, right, to heal the cords, right? To heal cords between two people. You can use any tool. You can use Reiki. You can use, spiritual response therapy like I do. You can use the beloved method, like the system that I use. You can use any method, okay? My method is not the only method that exists that is perfect. There's so many ways, so many avenues. Whatever resonates for you is what matters here, right? And so at this moment, what I want to invite you to do is we're going to take a moment to practice healing cords between us and another person. What I want to invite you to do is we're gonna drop into another meditation. Okay, we still haven't left the library. Okay, we're still up there. And so we're gonna operate from up there. Why? Because we're operating from the 5D. And yes, you can do this. Okay. If you have any shadow of a doubt right now that you can't do this, I just want to tell you that's not true. That's a fallacy. You can do this. You have the ability. You come from spirit, right? You are a child of spirit, and you're capable of connecting with spirit, and you're capable of doing what spirit does, right? And so you have all of this inside of you. So what I want to invite you to do is you're going to choose one person that you would like to heal your cords, okay? And try to make it to where it's someone that doesn't bring too much upheaval for you, because the idea is for you to be comfortable enough to be able to send out the energy out into the cord. And so what I'm going to explain to you before we start what we're planning to do. So we don't really heal by rejecting others. We don't heal rejection with more rejection. We don't heal fear with more fear. We don't heal pain with more pain. We heal pain with love. We heal rejection with acceptance. We heal pain with love and compassion, right? And so we must get ourselves into a space where we feel that we are feeling already full with this energy, which we're gonna walk through a meditation for that. We're first gonna fill our cups, okay? And then after we fill our cups, then we're going to go ahead and send out the energy, okay? And so so the Oponopono prayer, let me know in the comments if anyone is familiar with this. And if you're not, I'm going to actually I'm going to post it on the comments so that you have it here. So let me know in the comments, have you used the Oponopono prayer before? And if you haven't, then this is going to be your first time. Okay. So we're gonna repeat this a couple of times. Typically, what they recommend is about 7 or 8 times, right? And so what we're going to do, right, is that we're going to send healing into that cord. And so what I want to invite you to do is to kind of visualize yourself almost sweeping the energy. You may see darkness. And if you see darkness, that's okay. That could be the say the gunk, right? You can start you at the beginning, you may see a little bit of darkness, you may not see anything. Or you may not see anything, but you may feel something, right? So however your claries are gonna work, that's okay. You may hear something, you may hear some guidance. Whatever that your clarity is, just allow your clarity to express. And if you don't get anything, that's okay. No worries. Just setting the intention, right? Setting the intention and doing the action. That's all you need to do. It's still working. Okay. Um um so so the Opono, actually, let me go ahead and put it here on the banner, the Oponopono prayer. So that way it's a little easier for everyone to see at the same time. So the Oponopono prayer is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Okay. That is the Oponopono prayer. And I'm going to put it here, Oponopono. And I'm going to make sure that I'm writing this correctly. So I don't want to, Oponopono prayer. Okay. I don't want to like, there. Okay. So we're going to add this here, this banner, so that you have that there and you can see it. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use this Oponopono prayer. You could use this prayer if it connects with you. I like using this prayer because it really encompasses a lot of different things. But you can use any other prayer that you want. Like you can use any prayer or a visualization if you want. Okay, or you could even use Reiki if you practice Reiki. If you do if you practice Reiki for yourself, then you can do that. So right now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna send first the energy to ourselves, right? We're going to do the Oponopono prayer for ourselves first. We're going to do that for ourselves. Why? Because we get to forgive ourselves. We get to say sorry to ourselves first. We get to say I love you to ourselves first. Because if we don't do that first, then it's going to be kind of hard for us to do it for others, right? And so we're going to go ahead and get started. So what I want to invite you to do is just go get yourself comfortable in a seated position, or if you want to lie back, you can do that as well. We're going to go through a meditation, and this meditation is going to teach you practically how to heal a cord between you and another person. So now, in the meantime, think about if you already thought about the person, you can write it down on a piece of paper if you'd like, okay, the name of the person. So that way their name is not in your mind all the time, right? Like you can just write it down, okay? And all you have to do at this moment is just connect to the cord. I don't want you to connect to what happened or all the things. No, I want you to connect to the cord between you and that person, okay? So you can write down the name and what happened if maybe you need to kind of just take it out of your mind and put it on a piece of paper. And then we can drop into so let me know in the comments if you're ready. We can drop into the healing session. Let me know if you are ready. I'm going to walk you through this, and I will be supporting you as well, of course, because who am I not, like I am always wanting to support y'all. So I'll be supporting as well, sending some healing as well to the entire group, okay? To support you in this journey of healing the cords, okay? So you're not doing this all by yourself. You're being supported for the first time, but you can continue doing this on your own. You don't have to, you don't have to always be in that support, right? Like you just know that you can be, you can do it. Okay. So we have some ready. Okay. Some people that are ready. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to invite you just to get yourself comfortable in your seat or wherever you are. Just make sure that you're not operating any machines, because you're going to close your eyes. And we're going to take a moment just to take a deep cleansing breath in through our nose and then release through our mouth. And when you release through your mouth, you're going to just make a sigh or like a sound to allow yourself to release whatever needs to come through. So take a deep breath at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath. One more time, deep breath. One more time, deep breath. Releasing all the tension of the day, of the week, of the month, of the year, of your life. Just releasing it now. Just go back to your regular breath. And I want to invite you to take a moment to feel into your body, just where it's at. Just noticing where you're at now. Feeling the connection that you have with your body and the sacredness of your body. I want to invite you to send love and acceptance and gratitude to your body at this moment. So you can say, I love you. I accept you as you are. I'm so grateful for you. Even if it helps you, you can give yourself a hug. Give yourself the love that sometimes you may forget to give yourself, but you so freely give to others. It's time to feed yourself with your self-compassion, your love, your acceptance. And when you feel ready, you can, if you have hugged yourself, you can place your hands back down, and we're going to travel down towards the bottom of our feet with our awareness. And I want to invite you to focus your attention on your left foot first. And then you're going to focus your attention on your right foot. Really feeling into your connection with Mother Earth. Feeling into the spatial awareness of your foot. Of your feet. And in your mind's eye, setting the intention to connect to the earth. Visualizing strings of light traveling down deep into the earth as you feel even more and more relaxed with every breath you take. You also feel more and more aware of your body, more connected to this earth, to her heart, to her love, to her mightiness, her strength, and her power. All of hers is yours too. You come from her. She is the original mother. Let her embrace you. Allowing yourself to let your root system travel towards the heart of the earth. Allow your root system to hug around her heart, as if you were hugging your mom when you were a child. Going back to that place of innocence, of an open heart, of a softness, a place of wonder and gentleness. Give yourself permission to go there. As you allow the connection of Mother Earth, her heart, to your heart. She now sends a beautiful green light, an aquamarine light, traveling upward towards the bottom of your feet, making its way towards the entire body. and arriving at your heart space, right at the center of your chest. Allow her heart to infuse your heart and to open it fully. What is it within you at this moment that is keeping you from dropping deeper into compassion to yourself? Or maybe compassion to your body, compassion to the things that you do, compassion to your work, to all of what you create. What part of your heart can open up a little bit more today to give yourself permission to release any pain stored in your heart? When was the last time that you spoke to yourself with love and compassion? That you looked at yourself in the mirror with full awareness of you and accepting yourself fully without question or without buts. Let this be the moment that you give yourself permission for that full acceptance. And if there's any buts that come up, just allow them to exist and to travel away as if it was a cloud that just floats and disappears as you continue to handle your heart with care, yourself with care. I want to invite you to visualize inside your heart yourself as a baby. It's a beautiful, adorable little child, little baby. Look at yourself there and hold her. Hold this child in your arms. This is you. This is your truth. This vulnerable space is you. What would you like to tell her at this moment? Allow yourself to tell her something that will uplift her, that would nourish her, that would feed her with love, with deeper awareness of unconditional love that exists in the universe. And as you speak to this beautiful child with love and compassion, you notice how this child starts to transform into a toddler. What would you like to tell this toddler? What words of affirmation, of encouragement, of awareness, of compassion would you like to share with this toddler? Slowly, as you speak these words of love and compassion to this toddler transforms into a little child, a 7-year-old child. And as you look at yourself, at the 7-year-old version, what would you like to tell her? How would you like to feed her with dreams and aspirations and let her know that she can do anything in this world? Give yourself permission to give this little child a hug and connect your heart to this child's heart. Let your heart transform into the heart of this child. Let your words of affirmation and love and compassion heal this part of you. Slowly, this child starts to grow, and now you have in front of you yourself as a teenager. What would you like to tell this teenager version of you? How would you like to encourage this teenager to stay aware of their own path, to stay connected to their truth, to stay curious and open to the world? How would you like to speak to this teenager? What would you tell that version of you? Knowing what you know now, knowing the wisdom that you have acquired until now. Continuing, you're now seeing yourself in your early 20s. Maybe you are already there now. What would you tell yourself in this version of you? How can you show her more love and compassion towards herself, towards her way of being, towards her body, towards her heart? And as you continue, now, right in front of you is a version of you now. Now that you have spoken to all these archetypes that exist within you, what would you like to tell yourself right now to support you, to love you, to accept you as you are? How can you encourage yourself at this moment and fill yourself with acceptance and love for who you are? Sometimes we get so caught in being perfect. We get caught in expectations of others, of ourselves, that we forget to speak to our humanity. And this is the truth for all of us. Our humanity is the core of us. It's the source of our light. So I want to invite you to take a moment to give yourself a hug, even if you want to do it one more time. How does it feel to give yourself a physical hug? Say to yourself the following words: I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. How does it feel to say to yourself this prayer? Dear soul, this prayer feeds and nourishes you at the very core. Let this nourishment fill your heart with love and compassion for yourself. And even if you're feeling a release right now, let the tears flow. Let them flow. Allow yourself to feel your humanity, your heart, your emotional body. Yes, you deserve to be treated better. Yes, you deserve to be given better words. Yes, you deserve all of the things that you know have been feeling hard and heavy in your heart, that have been keeping you victimized. But at this moment, at this very moment, you get to empower yourself in your own strength of giving yourself what you need. You could always come back to this space to ask for support from yourself. Keeping your eyes closed and focusing your awareness onto your breath. Spirit is now clearing some energies for this group. Allow yourself to receive. And allow yourself to be connected to your awareness of you, of where you are now after all of this. When was the last time you casted a heavy judgment on yourself? Maybe you feel fear of opening your heart because you're afraid of being hurt. Or maybe sometimes you don't understand why your life is so difficult and it makes you not want to be here sometimes. We're going to clear that energy for you, dear soul. Allow yourself to receive. Continuing to breathe. Spirit is blessing you with a feeling of wholeness. Allow yourself to visualize any pieces that may feel missing, to visualize these pieces being brought back to you so you can feel whole, feel complete within yourself. Feel like you have success in everything that you do in your healing journey. Bringing the awareness of being relaxed in the space. And anytime you're working on yourself or working on healing energies between you and another person. Now that you're here in the space of feeling blessed and feeling that relief and that release, bring to your awareness the cord that you are setting the intention to heal between you and the other person. This cord stemming from yourself. So connecting first with you and visualizing where the cord is located. And even if you can't see it or are sure of where it's located, that's okay. Setting the intention within yourself to heal the cord that is coming from you, that is connected to you. And now I want to invite you to take a deep breath in through your nose and then make a sigh. Take another deep breath in through your nose and release. Another deep cleansing breath in through your nose and release. You're releasing the energies that don't serve you at this moment, connected to that cord. Now, I want to invite you to visualize in your mind's eye a color. Whatever color comes to mind, that is the right color for you. Let that color be the support to bring the light into that cord. Give yourself permission to send the light, the color of that light, into the cord. And even if you don't see the cord, that's okay. Setting the intention to send that color into the cord that's stemming from you, connected to the other person that you have selected. And now I want to invite you to say the following words as you continue to visualize the color or the light being infused into the cord, transmuting and transforming the energies into love. You're going to say the words, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Just allow yourself to feel into that shift. Notice if there was any resistance or any tension. Just allow it to exist and be present with it. You don't have to push or force anything. Whatever healing you have applied today is sufficient and enough. And you can always come back to this space anytime to apply more healing and support to this cord. I want to invite you to take a moment to allow yourself to release the visual of the cord. As you release it, you release the connection to the energy. And just slowly, just go back to your energy, to your body, to where you're at. Recognizing that this exercise that you've done is for you. It's a gift to you. not for anyone else, because you are the most important one in this path. You are the star of your show. And this is your show. This life of yours is your show, is your path, is your adventure. You get to choose where to take that adventure. And I want to invite you to slowly come back into your body, the awareness of the room, of the space. Feel the air against your skin. Feel the clothing against your skin. Take a moment to go back into your body, to feel grounded in yourself, to notice what is left behind, what is present, and what has been released. And at this moment, I want to invite you to open your eyes. And if you want to write down any messages you may have received, or anything that you need to write down at this moment, I want to give you a minute to write down what you need to write down on your journal or on a piece of paper if you feel a need to do so. And then when you feel ready, then you can come back into this live so that we can discuss what happened. So for those of you who didn't have anything to write, or maybe you're ready to discuss what came up for you, please let me know in the comments what came up for you throughout this exercise of healing. And I want to take a moment to commend you, because this is not an easy task. So what you did today is quite literally one of the most difficult things that we get to do, right? However, this is the part of our path that we must embrace, because that's why we're here on this planet, is to shift the energies, shift the awareness, coming into the understanding that we do have these past experiences from other lifetimes that are playing a role as well. But we can, at least when we are in the midst of a situation, start connecting to this exercise so that we can feel some relief in that process. And then seek support if you need additional support. And that's where I'm here too. That's what I do. That's my bread and butter, let's just say. Yeah. So I'm going to take off. If you want to write down also the Ho'oponopono prayer, you can write that down so that you can remember, but you can also Google it. It's everywhere on Google. And yeah, so I am feeling amazing. I hope that y'all are feeling amazing as well. I think the comments are taking a little while to come through, which is fine. So I also wanted to mention that when it comes down to doing this type of healing, it can really be difficult for us to move through this energy on our own, and that's the reason why, if it's something that's very, very energetically charged for you, you might want to seek support, and also seek support with a therapist. Y'all know that I am a very big proponent of therapy. I've brought a couple people who are have awareness of therapy, of the mental aspect of things, and how to start shifting and refocusing our conscious awareness, and the way that we speak to ourselves, and we speak, and the stories that we tell ourselves. Sometimes we need some additional support. So if this is something that feels too overwhelming for you to do on your own, then definitely seek support. And then I'm also here to support you with clearing the energies as well. Y'all know that I do the healing as well at the karmic level. But then it's important to It's important to recognize that there's, if you still have a lot of upheaval, that this could be something that you need to do a little bit more work on, that is beyond energetic. It could be also cognitive as well. So we also have to remember that we are, full, we are interconnected in many ways, right? And together, but also within ourselves, all of our layers, we have many layers. We're multidimensional. And what I mean by that is that we have the physical layer, we have the emotional layer, we have the mental layer, we have the spiritual layer, we have the astral layer. We have so many layers, right? And so it may take addressing all of these different layers, in different things. One thing that I have found that's been very, very helpful for me to release energy, also because sometimes we get things stored at the body, is to also practice yoga or practice any sort of like ecstatic dance or anything like that, that will also help with the release for you, because you want to release first. You want to release the energies, you want to release all of the negativity within you. And then once you go through that process, it's not almost like a purge, right? Like once you go through that process, then going back and say, okay, let me pour in some love and compassion into my energetic body, and then like fill my cup. And then once I fill my cup, then I'm able to do this for other people, right? Not for other people, but towards me healing this accord with other people, right? And so what we're doing is that we're not healing the other person, you're really healing yourself, right? Because it's all about heal thyself, know thyself, do the energy work for yourself. And then I want to also be careful in the fact that we don't want to fall into the mentality that you have to have everything done at once. I know, like, there's a lot of impatience that I have found myself in, and I also have noticed with some clients that sometimes they're like, "Oh, I want to have everything done by now," but it sometimes that's not how it works. We gotta also allow that. It's also a very uncompassionate way. I don't know if that's a word, to to do healing. It's not compassionate. The compassionate way is to allow the unfolding to happen, and to accept and to love ourselves in that process of unfolding, and allow ourselves to be in that space of softness and receiving ourselves. So the feminine energy is really where you want to lean into the most. Yes, here's my guardian cat. So okay. Okay, so like I have some questions coming through. So Musarina Jakara, how long will it take before I see the difference between us and the other person? What if we don't have a relationship with that person and I don't see them? Okay, so good question, Christine. So when it comes down to healing cords, when we heal the cords, we heal them for ourselves, but we cannot control what other people are choosing to do in their lives. We cannot control how people are choosing to live and to lead their relationships with others and with you. So all we can do is take charge of our own. So there's a big misconception in regards to energy cord healing or cutting, that because you're cutting the cord, then you have to like completely feel like you like your enemies or sworn enemies. That's not the truth. The truth is that you can still love them from afar, right? And so when you have difficult relationships, which I am the queen of those, because I have had so many difficult relationships in my life, that it's difficult to navigate those, right? And so we get to choose first us, and then if the other person is willing and they're coming into our lives and we see some shift and change energetically on their end, then they get to be in our lives. They get to play a role in our lives, right? And that doesn't mean that that this is uncompassionate. It just means that you get to feel the compassion towards yourself. If you put yourself in a situation where you are in a constant feeling of pain with the other person, it's going to be very hard for you to be compassionate towards them. But when you separate yourself from the person physically, where you don't have that energetic constant energetic interaction that is so close, the energetic interaction is still there, but you can still work on yourself to where you don't get as you don't feel as heavy on yourself, right? And so the idea here is to allow the unfolding um to take time, and then also giving yourself permission to see like what part of you, right, is still not practicing compassion. right? Because we also have to look at ourselves in the mirror. And again, a lot of times, we want to be the one that is the one that's right. We want to be the one that's victimized. We want to be the one that's this or that. But what part of us is still, connecting to that energy and maybe even reflecting that back, right? And so we have to be very honest with ourselves. And this is not easy. It takes a lot of courage for us to look at ourselves in the mirror and look at our ugly. And what I mean by our ugly, it's not really ugly. It's just unhealed parts. Look at the unhealed parts of ourselves, right? It takes a lot of honesty. And so what my invitation is to stay honest. If you're still feeling something within yourself, that means that there's something still within you that is coming from you, that needs to be addressed, right? And so how can you move into that? And so that's where, we seek the support, because sometimes having someone like a therapist, having someone outside of you, can give you a little bit of that reflection back. So, and you got to be also prepared to receive that reflection, right? Because if you're not ready to receive it, then it's going to be kind of hard for you to navigate that. So only when you are ready, and you don't have to have everything figured out now. That's like I was saying earlier, you don't have to have everything figured out now. Maybe right now, this is not maybe right now you're not ready, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Okay. You have the divine right to take time to breathe and to connect to that. Okay. So Arlene says, seeing myself at different stages was profound. I've never done work like that. Oh, Arlene, that's beautiful. I'm so glad. This was so powerful to heal and pour into ourselves. Yes, yes. Pour the love to yourself first. And so that's why we took so much time for ourselves, because we don't do that as much, right? We're thinking of others, 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 but really it's about us, us, us. Okay. Make me feel safe and felt so much love. Awesome, Erica. Brenda, thank you the entire time you repeated the Ho'oponopono prayer. There was a blue jay outside calling. Oh, that's beautiful, Brenda. That's incredible. Patience is key. Yes. Thank you for the gift of healing. Absolutely. My sis-in-law has cut me off, but I am finding peace knowing that I practice compassion and forgiveness for myself and for her. Yes, exactly. And that's what it is. Like, we have, and then Vanita, you and I, we could have conversations about, there is something about relating in the Indian community, which I've noticed, that especially for women, because that's something that I've noticed even with my mother-in-law. My husband is Indian, by the way, y'all. If y'all don't know, he's Sindhi, so his family's from Sindh, and but they with the partition, his family came over. Which, by the way, he's gonna be coming next week, and we're gonna be talking about our relationship. And we're going to be talking about how we've been healing ourselves within our relationship as well, and the work that we've been doing. So if you want to check that out, you definitely want to come in next week. I can't wait to. He's a little shy, but we're going to have a conversation about that this coming Thursday. So I hope that y'all can make it. But anyway, like I was going to tell you, Vanita, one of the things that I've noticed was the relating part of like the mentality of the mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, and the old paradigm of like, oh, the mentality of like, oh, they can't get along and they have to have like issues. And so there's been like a lot of stuff around that, that I've been also working with my ancestors, with both of our ancestors. Actually, we've been doing some healing work in our family tree around this, because there's a lot of that energy. Like I came into his life, and I'm coming in with such a different energy, and it's just disrupting so much of what the status quo of what the way things have been done in his family. And so there, of course, there's triggers everywhere. So I'm kind of playing like the bad person in a way, but I'm not, because I'm really bringing healing into the space. But to their perspective, I am the bad person, right? And to my perspective, I'm just, I feel hurt, because it's like I'm just being myself. And so this is kind of like a difficult thing. So again, I'm the queen. Like I'm here speaking from my own experiences, y'all. Like I am telling you, I have had to take time away from certain people in my life, but I've also thanked them for their medicine in my life. So even though there's no relationship right now with my mother-in-law, I am grateful for her medicine and her teaching. So, but it takes a lot of self awareness for us to get to that space, because I could easily fall into like, oh, poor me, and she's this and that. And yes, I fall into that, I fall into that. But I don't like to stay there. Why? Because that's not productive. That's not a productive way of being. And so the way that we heal forward is, yes, give yourself permission to go through your process, through your grief, through the victim place, because you got to go through that. That's part of your process, right? That's part of the process. But eventually coming back into yourself and saying, okay, maybe I could have done this better. You know what I mean? And not from a place of like beating yourself up, but I'm like, yeah, this is something I could improve in myself. And then going back and practicing that, right? And so yeah, so let's see. My sister-in-law has cut me off, but I'm finding okay. Oh yes, that will be wonderful. Yes, holding myself as a baby and hugging myself at 7 and telling myself everything was going to be okay. And I'm strong, had tears rolling down my face. So did the hug from the mother's mother. Oh, that's beautiful, vintage. That's beautiful. Arlene, we are flame mates. So we're flame siblings. So we're not twin flames, but we're in the flame family for sure. And she is a flame cousin of mine, his mom. So we're flames for sure. So yeah. Yeah, same. Definitely the bad person in the equation. The hurt and pain was heavy, but have also learned to and heal so much. Yes, exactly, Vanita. So that's beautiful. And so yeah, so so from what you've learned today, I'd love to know, would you practice this? Would y'all practice this process? And I gave you the Ho'oponopono prayer because I just think it's just so powerful. But you can use any other prayer or any other mantra or any other thing. Um, Yes, telling yourself not to put others before yourself. Erica, that's beautiful. Yeah, that's powerful. That is so beautiful. And that is where it's at, right? That is where it's at. It's at that moment, right? Like we know that we're at that moment of truth when we get there. So yeah. Yeah, we will be talking next week, and it's going to be really awesome. We've been on a journey of healing, and it's been really powerful. Like with Haresh and I, we've done a lot of healing together, and it's been really, really beautiful. He's been in his own journey dealing with anxiety, with social anxiety, and things of that nature, and so he's dealt with that, and so he's been in his journey, and I've been on my journey of like healing my own, because I've dealt with anger issues and a lot of things that I've realized later that had to do with just all the things that were related to abuse and all of that. And so like kind of coming into a space of understanding and learning how to communicate with each other and learning how to practice tools that come from therapy, right? Like we go to therapy together. He does his own therapy, I do my own therapy. Like we do the work, and then I also do the healing work for us. And I mean, he's so amazing. Like sometimes he'll be like, hey, I think we need to do a clearing. Like he'll come to me now and tell me about doing a clearing for the house or for ourselves or for myself. Like he'll be like, he's on point energetically. It's incredible. um yeah, so I just kind of wanted to share that. But anyway, I was gonna stay for another 30 minutes to do readings, but if y'all want readings, let me know in the comments. And I was gonna do well, I mean, I guess any reading is fine. Yes, the patriarchy has taught care of self. Yeah, has not taught care of self, exactly. And that's the reason why we want to shift that. So, any messages from my mom and grandmother in the higher realm of existence? I feel like my mom has made a connection with me. Awesome. Yeah, you love that, Vanita. Yeah, so I can't wait. I can't wait till next week. He's a little nervous, so let's make sure that we make him feel welcome. Okay. We'll make sure of that. We'll make sure of that he feels welcome and he feels the love. Um, he's very shy because he comes from, his family wasn't necessarily very encouraging. They were kind of like very in a way, he's got a very soft and gentle way of being, and so he doesn't understand sometimes how the world is and why the world is so tough, and so that's why he kind of shies away from the world. um so yeah. Awesome, awesome, perfect. All right, so I see some people want to do readings. That was actually my question for a reading from you. Okay, awesome. What was your first name? Vintage. Can you give me your first name, please? And I'm gonna ask to see if there's any messages here as well for you. Just give me a sec. I'm gonna connect to my higher self or check my connection. Make sure everything is good. Okay, yo, just bear with me here. Nia. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Nia. I appreciate it. I prefer to use the first name just because I feel that it's better. Hi, Secret Scorpio. Okay, so okay, don't have permission. Okay, so I'm gonna connect to my higher self first. All right, so Spirit, can you check? All right, thank you. All right, so Spirit, can you tell me in regards to my connection? Am I ready? Yeah. Okay, do I have permission to connect to Nia's higher self? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so I got connection to Nia 100%, and I want to ask if there's anyone that wants to come forth. Okay, so you want me to pull? You want me to pull cards? Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, your grandmother's the one that's coming forward. So I was just double checking because they didn't really show themselves to me, but I did feel like a older energy. So I'm gonna pull the cards. They want me to pull cards for you. Okay, so the first card that came up for you, Nia, is a card of Leo. And this card, when I see this, combined with Sagittarius, the first thing that I thought about, or the first thing that I saw was the fire and the candle. And I'm feeling as if you're, yeah. So I'm feeling as if there's a request to light a white candle, on your altar. If you don't have an altar, just maybe have it like somewhere safe, or create like a mini altar where you can light a candle for your grandmother. That's the message that I'm getting here. um She's also showing me this really like bright, almost like neon color, um, yellow. So I just kind of wanted to share that with you. So she wants you to connect to that color, or to maybe wear something of that color, or visualize that color, something about that color. So anyway, that was shown to me. And so the message that I see here, in regards to this, is she wants to actually support you at this moment when it comes down um, to your creativity, to be able to create more things in your life, to be able to connect to the possibilities of doing new work. And I'm feeling it's not artistic work in general, but it's more being able to create or craft the visions that you have for yourself, and to how to get creative with that. And she wants to support you with that, and she would like for you to light her a candle, so that you and ask her for the support if you want. She's kind of asking, obviously this is not a requirement, but she would like for you to do that. And so I also see here the card of Sagittarius, that when I see this card, I'm just trying to connect to what she's trying to say about this. Okay, so she's connecting to the energy of optimism of the energy of Sagittarius. So she would like for you to practice more optimism in the way that you view the world. I'm hearing sometimes there could be like negative spirals that you may fall into, to try to practice that optimism. And I'm getting the messages you always get out of them, like you always get out of these situations, like you will always get out. And so to always remember that. And then for this card of the sextile, so the sextile card came through. And let me see what she would like to say. Actually, that's interesting. That's kind of like the color that I was being shown, but no, I was being shown more of like a neon color, like more like a brighter, but it's kind of like on this spectrum of like, but neon type of color. Anyway, just kind of wanted to say that. um so I'm getting this message, I'm connecting to the card and what she wants to say. And I'm getting the message of rewarding situation to come. Rewarding situation to come forth for you. She is telling me, as you speak to me, you'll find out more about how the rewarding situation will come forth. I'm getting the message that if you want to learn more about your what where to move towards, or like to make better decisions for the future, um that she wants to help you connect to you. And so I'm getting she's kind of showing me like the back of your head. Like she's almost like she's been trying to, like, in a way, connect with you there through the back of your head. So I would recommend maybe doing some clearing work around your third eye. Okay, your third eye chakra. That's what I'm feeling for you. So she's showing me that that's where she's been trying to enter, but she hasn't been able. Like, there's almost like a cork there. So she's been trying to enter that in that way to connect with you. But just so you know that she's always around, and she wants you to set intentions to connect with her through the candle. But I'm seeing this cork. So she's actually showing me, like, this needs to be removed. So you want to make sure that you do energy work around your third eye to release any blockages around there. Okay. And that's what I have for you. I am complete. I'm going to disconnect now. Please disconnect. Thank you, Spirit. You're so very welcome, Nia. Thank you. You're getting me to practice my mediumship. I've been actually practicing with. Do y'all remember Maurice? I mean, I haven't gone to his circles this month because I've been busy with Spirit Fest, but I will be going back to the circles in August. Okay. So let's see here. Oh, hi. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy you're here. Vanya. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Yes, please. I hope okay. I'm trying to find the Okay, so the next person was Vanita. Vanita, you were asking for what could be specifically healed between her and Sarada. Okay, sounds good. Let's take a look. How are you, Vanya? I'm so happy you're here. So good to see you. Well, to connect with you like this. That's cool. Bye. Love you. Okay. Yes, Vanita's next. And then so we're going to actually I'm going to place this so that way I can see the question up here. There. All right. So I'm reconnecting. Okay. Okay, you have permission to connect to Vanya's higher self? Yes, please connect. Thank you. Ooh, I'm seeing this beautiful purple like and some almost like wine color um coming. Very deep uh color. Okay. All right. So Vanita, let me take a look and see for I connected. Yes, I'm 100% connected. Let me check your relationship, your soul relationship with this person, with Sarada. So, is there anything that needs to be cleared or healed between Sarada and? Okay, so I'm seeing here the root cord. So you want to make sure that you're working with your root chakra, connected to your root chakra whenever you are healing yourself in regards to your relationship with her. I'm seeing also the heart chakra. Okay. The root has a lot to do with connection to our family tree, also our abundance, or feeling protected or feeling supported, um, feeling grounded. So that is that. And then with the heart is all about love, compassion, heart opening, that freedom, right? That freedom that we feel in our hearts. So that is what's showing up there. Okay. And I'm also seeing the throat chakra for you. So that's the cord that is connected to your throat. So that's related to saying the truth, to expressing, or sometimes expressing either it could go both ways. It could go the way of expressing too aggressively or not expressing at all. So that is a sign of a throat chakra that is out of balance. So I'm seeing here that throat is definitely something. So again, the root, the heart, and the throat is something that you want to make sure that you heal, and then you send healing between you and this person. Okay. All right, and then I don't see anything else here. Let me take a look and see if there's any messages here for you. Do you wanna speak to her from here? Do you want to speak to her from here? Okay, thank you. Messages to have. So you got the card of flow. Look at that beautiful card you got, Vanita. Ah, and it's interesting because that's kind of like the kind of like the purple that I saw at first, and then I saw the red, the deep red, but that's kind of like the purple I saw at first. So it's kind of interesting that it showed up in the card. And then this card says, this is a message, allow me, divine, to move with the flow and respond with a calmness and peace. Well, look at that. Isn't that related to today's work? Vanita, you're gonna make this stuff up. It's so funny because I always get so I laugh. A lot of times I laugh not because I'm making fun, but because I just laugh at the beauty of spirit and how spirit just knows, and so we just have to be open to receive. That's all. To receive love. That card came up for you, right? Flow with the love, my dear Vanita, and things will move through. Just remember that. There's two cards that came up for you as well. These just like came out of nowhere. So I'm gonna show you. This looks like I think this looks like Ganesh. But it's the card of sacrifice, and I don't think you really need a sacrifice, right, yourself. I don't think this card is really calling you to sacrifice, but it's really letting you know that at times you may over overdo because you think that you have to sacrifice in order for you to be in good graces or be loved or be accepted, or you don't have to do that. That's not the that's 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 the old paradigm. The new paradigm is for us not to sacrifice on each other. That's not fair. So to trust the flow, my beautiful sister. And interesting, this is the color that I saw as well. It's kind of like this darker, like that color, like the darker part of that. That's what I saw. Anyway, yeah, 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 yeah. Those two colors came through for you. Okay, so that is what I have for you. I am complete. Y'all, I wanted to show you. I've been making pendulums for the show, and I wanted to show y'all this pendulum that I made with a little mini mushroom. I'm so excited. I'll show y'all. I put moss, like real moss, inside the pendulum, and I put a little mushroom in it, and I can feel the energy of, like, I do believe that mushrooms have an amazing spirit, and I don't believe that they're from this planet. Actually, I think that they're from a different planet, and they have some really powerful energies. That's why they're so healing in so many ways. Okay, so please disconnect. Thank you, spirit. I am complete. So I wanted to show y'all this pendulum that I made. I don't know if y'all can see, but it's a little mushroom in it. And then I have like a little thing that I put on there, like a little eye, and this little thing that has like a little stone. It's not a stone. It's more like a crystal, like you can't see it because anyway, that's a little holder for it. But anyway, I'm loving my pendulums. I'm gonna be selling them at Spirit Fest. I've been working hard to get them ready. This one is not what I'm gonna because this is all gold plated, and so when it's gold plated, you have to it's so expensive to buy gold plated stuff. So I to make it cost effective, I don't offer them gold plated unless somebody wants to pay extra for it. But anyway, that I would just wanted to show y'all. I'm using that pendulum today, so I just wanted to show off my new pendulum. My new pendulum that I made. Yes, I am gonna be selling these at the. Are you, Arlene? Are you coming? Are you in Florida? I can't remember if you're in Florida or not. Are you locally here? But yes, I have them available. I'm gonna have to make more of these, but these are not. I don't have as many little mushrooms as I don't have as many mushrooms, so these are gonna be very like very limited edition type thing because to it's I don't have that many. You love the moss? Yes. I made some with only moss too, you know? So yeah, this is actually real moss in the pendulum. So and I made them out of resin. So yeah, uh you love him, you love Ganesh, understand the messages, feel peace. Thank you. Awesome. Okay. I love Maurice too, Vanita. Oh my gosh. I love him so much. Lots of moss in Louisiana. Awesome. I think moss is beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love the deep green of the moss. It's just feels so nice and grounding, and earthy. Okay, so I'm checking to see who else I'm going to. Okay, Arlene wanted a reading. Arlene, where is your question? Or oh, I don't think you asked a question yet. So ask your question, girl. Ask your question. Oh, you're in Missouri. Okay, I don't know why I thought you were in Florida. That whole Tampa thing. Yes. Yeah, hopefully you get to come. We'll see. I want to try to travel too to other places, but for that, I have to make sure it makes sense. Yeah, Ganesh is one of my favorites too. I love Ganesh. Yes. Oh my god, y'all. I love it. Yes, Arlene. So do you have a specific question or you just want me to just do a general reading for you? And here is my cat back in business. I love you, baby. He harasses me sometimes and I get annoyed. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I get annoyed. It's like, I'm trying to work, dude. And he's like, no, you're not going to work. But you know what? I think sometimes he's trying to really keep me accountable. It's like, you've worked too much, mom. Okay. So your question is, what's up with your body temple? Are there any ancestors coming through? Okay. Awesome. That's how cats work, right? Like that's what they do. I love him though. He's incredible, but he sometimes doesn't understand that I'm in the middle of something. But there he is. That's my baby. That's my baby. Not now, baby. Um, listen. Listen to me. No, no. No. Don't come up because I'm doing readings, honey. Not now. I don't even know where I put my it's almost like you took away my Palo Santo, huh? Sometimes I'll just burn a Palo Santo and he'll be like, okay, I'm out of here. Okay, so yeah, I was telling my husband the other day, I was like, I think Jazz is gonna become the star of this. He's gonna be a star now. Like he's just like everyone's gonna be like, we don't want you, Jakara, we just want Jazz. I was just messing. But I was like, he's like he's gonna start doing readings or something. I've been thinking about doing some stuff with him. His name is Jazz. His name is Jazz. Okay, so I'm connecting now. I'm gonna connect to myself again and clearing so I can make sure I'm connected. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. All right, so connected. Okay, thank you. And okay, do I have permission to connect to Arlene's higher self? Yes, please connect. Oh wow, Arlene, I'm seeing a beautiful, bright, almost lemon color, lemon and sun, almost coming from your higher self. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what's coming through here. Um, your question was up here. I'm gonna try to find it. Question was, "What's up with my body temple? Are there any ancestors coming through?" Okay, so do we have any messages for her? Okay, so yes. So I see here they want to speak to you. Which one do you want to speak to them, to her, in all of them? Okay. Okay. I'm pulling here some things for you, Arlene. So the grandmothers, the 13 grandmothers came through for you. They wanted to come forward, and they have a message for you, and they speak through different aspects. Okay, the first aspect that they pull up is the, at least for that they wanted to pull up for you, was a spirit animal for you to connect to, Arlene. So the spirit animal of the eagle. And the eagle is all about rising above and seeing things from a higher perspective. And so being able to see beyond what meets the eye is important for you at this moment, especially when it comes down to everything that has to do with your body, or anything that's like, earth related, or you know um material related, let's say, like just here in this material, like, things that we can touch and feel and see. And so you're being invited to connect to this spirit animal. So I would recommend that you connect to the spirit animal, whether it is in your meditations or in your just your daily life. Just connect to the eagle. It wants to come forth and support you, and that you're actually getting the blessing from the 13 grandmothers to kind of and the 13 grandmothers is basically a spirit team, right? That is here to support us as women, and as humanity as a whole. But as women, they really do want to share some specific messages for us, of medicine and support. And so that's medicine totem for you, to connect to. The next card that came up for you was the card of the circle of life. And if you see this amazing woman kind of sitting there, in the middle of the turtle, which the turtle is known to be, kind of like, in certain traditions, the one that travels and takes messages from all parts of the all of the points of the compass. And so what that means to me is that, when I see that, it means to me that this embodiment, or this body situation, is actually helping you travel towards the place that you need to be in, if that makes any sense. So as you are going through your experience um, of in your body, you are being guided with your body. So you want to make sure that you drop into the guidance of your body. What is it that it needs? What is it that it wants or is asking for, right? And so, but only you can connect to that. You have to be the one that really goes within and connects to that energy. Now with the circle of life here, you're actually getting a blessing. So I want to invite you just to give yourself permission to receive the blessings that are coming for you. You have support right now in the spirit realm where you are being guided towards shifting things, shifting actions, or shifting um there I'm trying to think of the word, but the way that you do your daily routines. That's what I'm talking about. The routines are in need of shifting right now, and you have been guided to be shifting, to shift some of it, but you may have not been paying attention, or maybe like, I don't want to do this, or you're being kind of like reminded of that shift of routine. But this one specifically is about this is about a quest, right? Like you're going on a quest of healing, on a journey of healing, on a journey of expansion, on a journey of deepening your connection with yourself through your body, through your experience in your body. Okay. And the other card that came up was the card of sisterhood. And so when I see that, I see um I don't know if you've been able to go to any sort of prayer circles with women, or maybe just prayer circles, but this would be very, very healing for you. If you notice, all of the women are, there's a woman in the middle, and I see you in the middle, kind of receiving that support from other women, and that prayer that will also really support you at this time of your life. And so seeking any sort of connection with other women who are leading any type of circles, and speaking up about needing that support, and being in the middle of a circle, and being the one that receives all of the prayer towards your body. I think that's important for you to open up and ask for that. Okay. If you haven't asked, or if you don't have a place, a circle that feels safe for you to open up, finding one, and developing that relationship to that. The next card was the card of emotions. So there's a lot of emotions stored in your body at this moment. So you want to make sure that you yeah, and I'm seeing here the DNA. So this is stuff that is not only yours, it's stuff that is also ancestral. So just be aware that some of this is ancestral work that you want to set the intention for. So I would really recommend going into spaces, or women's circles if you can, because there's a lot of DNA work that we do just by the exercises that we do together with healing and supporting each other. Like there's a lot that we can shift and help each other with. We as women are very, very powerful and able to shift a lot more than we give ourselves credit to do. So I think that that's going to be the key ingredient for you, is to do that, and to use your totem, the eagle totem at this moment, and continue to use this totem, or to develop the relationship with it. Um, yeah, I'm also feeling the octopus for you as a totem. So if you want to connect to that totem, if it feels okay, I would recommend connecting to the octopus as well. Um, Release any emotional charge that may have been stored in the body. That's the message I'm getting for you. Okay. So that is all I have for you. I am complete. Please disconnect. Thank you, Spirit. Cat healing vibes are always welcome. Yes. Ah, yes, Vanita, that's true. I'm just catching up to your messages, y'all. Yeah, that was really powerful and beautiful. So I love when the grandmothers come to share. Yeah, octopus. I thought so too. I was like, oh, that's cool. But the octopus came through for you too at the end. Okay, so and then the next thing is, let's see. You're so very welcome, my love. Okay, so who's the next person? Let me take a look here. Okay, so the next person was after after Vanita was Arlene. I'm just trying to keep up with everyone here. Yes, oh, Erica left. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Okay, and then the next person was Brenda. Brenda, are you still here? Brenda said she would love a reading. If Brenda's not here, then it would be Lee. Okay. If Brenda or Lee are not here, then I'll move on to Jay. I think it's Jay. Okay, awesome. In the meantime, Lee, let me know if you're here still, so I know. Otherwise, well, we'll move on. But for now, it's Brenda. Do you have a specific question, Brenda, or do you just want me to give you a general reading? Let me know, beautiful Brenda. So how did y'all did everyone here get the chance to go to my Monday live this week? How did y'all like my Monday live? I'm going to be live again on Monday the 31st for only readings as well. So if I don't catch you this time, okay, the 31st I'll also be doing pure readings. Just so you know, right here on YouTube. Okay, and I go live for like 2 hours. So we'll be hanging out, y'all. Okay, so let me go ahead and just clear. Okay. The permission to connect to Brenda? Yes. Okay, definitely do come on the 31st, Vanita. It's going to be amazing. All right, I said beautiful green, Brenda. I'm seeing some orange as well. Green and orange for you. That's beautiful. Okay. Connected 100% for Brenda. Okay. Which one do you want to, no, you want to use this one. Okay. Let's go ahead and use this cards. Absolutely, my love. I'm so happy to do it. All right. Okay, can you tell me what is this related to? Okay, so there's a message in regards to receiving signs and receiving signs in your daily life. Okay, and when I was asking about, because I wasn't really sure what this was related to, I got the card of Aquarius, And when I think about Aquarius, that leads me to believe is that it's more about doing things for the future, or visualizing, or having visions for yourself. So you may have been, what I mean by that is like vision, like how can we improve something? How can we expand our, our life into where we want to be, like our dreams, our aspirations, what we think and we know that is for the highest good of ourselves and those who are around us, like our family members, or or anyone that's around us that we love. And so you have been receiving certain messages around this, okay? And these messages have been coming in the form of either conversations with others where you get inspired, or it could be like little nudges of like information that maybe you pick up on social media, where you kind of get like this little like nudge inside of you, right? Like it's like, oh, okay, this is the way, this is where I am meant to, this is what I'm meant to be practicing, or this is what I'm meant to be doing. And so you're being invited to really celebrate this opportunity right now, to open yourself up. You see like that flower, how it's opened all the way, without any sort of hesitation. So I'm being shown the flower because a lot of times we have a hard time um allowing ourselves to open up like a flower, because where there's fears and there's things that can push through, which is where the card of trust came through, like trusting that this is this really for us, is this really the right thing. And so you want to make sure that you really allow yourself to receive what is coming through for you, and to take those actions when you're being called to take them. So whatever that action is for you specifically, right, that you're feeling at this moment, that's the action you want to take, those actions. And the reason why is because that is the universe having a conversation with you. That is the universe trying to tell you, hey, this is a direction, I'm nudging you that direction. And you feel it because there's like, it lights you up. It's something that feels right. Like you can't explain it, you don't know why, but so trusting that these messages and these opportunities for you to expand, and for you to maybe change the status quo, or maybe change things in the way that they've done before. That's what Aquarius is really about, right? Excuse me. Aquarius is about changing things, making it innovating, right? Innovating things, like and this can be expressed in many parts of our lives, right? And so, but this is in relationship to your own path, in the way that you want to live your life forward, right? And the way that you want your life to express moving forward, your relationships, the way that you relate to your friends, the way that you relate to your loved ones, the way that you relate to your family, the way that you do your job, or the way that you work, or what the way that you express, right, is going to be innovative. And sometimes it can be a little disruptive for those around us when we and I think that's part of the reason why sometimes the fear can come in. Personally, I think, and you can feel into that yourself, but just know that disruption is actually medicine. It's medicine for others. So anyway, so that's kind of what I wanted to say. So don't be afraid of these signs and taking these little actions moving forward, Brenda. I think that in general, when it comes down to your, like, that's like, I guess what I'm trying to say here, and what Spirit's trying to say, and I'm going to say it exactly how it's coming through, which is don't be afraid of stepping into your medicine. That's it. Don't be afraid in stepping into your medicine. Your medicine is what we need. So at this moment, you taking action and aligning yourself with the signs that you're receiving, and taking actions aligned with what you know is true to you and feels right to you, regardless of whatever is the right path, right? And so is the way. That's the way. So anyway, so that's what I have for you, my love. I am complete. Please disconnect. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Nia. I converse with Spirit in a way that I don't know. I have like this. I almost feel like we're like best friends, and sometimes I have arguments with Spirit too. It's funny, actually. Recently, this morning, because my twin flame is not incarnated. My twin flame is actually part of my spirit team, and he was my twin flame as a he, and he was talking to me this morning. His name is Dunbar, by the way, and he wants me to say that right now. Okay, fine. And so and he's laughing right now. He's actually like giving me like a laugh. He has such an attitude with me, and it's so funny. You wouldn't think that spirits would be like that, but it's just so funny. um it's so funny, how spirit beings connect to us. And so anyway, Brenda, I hope that helped you today. um I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next person. Yeah, exactly. The sass, Vanita, I'm telling you, the sass of Dunbar is not even funny. Like the sass, I'm telling you, it's like, dude, what the heck? Oh, that's awesome, Brenda. Oh, I love that. So look what Brenda said. She said, "Thank you, thank you. This is so on point for so many things. Like where it's on my North Node. There's so many things I need to give myself permission to do. Trust is huge. I see monarchs in my yard. Oh my god, that is so cool. That makes me so happy. Like my heart just sings to read that. Okay, so Jay, I think it's you because and Krista, you come after Jay, okay? Because yeah, oh yes. Okay. So he's actually so for whatever reason, I guess he connects to Irish. I don't know, he's kind of Irish or something. And so yeah, and he has the accent too. Can I just say that he has the accent and he talks to me in the accent and he is funny as heck. It's so funny. Uh Yes, a Brit. He'll give you the accent, and he'll give you the little sass in the accent too. It's hilarious. And I'm like, are you serious? This morning he was kind of giving me like, because I've been so nervous about the Spirit Fest, and I mean, I go through my emotions too. I'm human, and so so I'm going through all this, and I'm like, oh my god, like I have so much to do, and I've been so overwhelmed, and trying to get everything done. I want everything to be perfect, like like type A type, personality me. And so he's just started telling me like, "Ah, you think you're doing this on your own, you know? And I'm like, whatever. I'm telling you. Okay, Jay, kilt included. I know, right? Um, yeah, seriously. Okay, so let me see. I'm trying to find Jay's question. Jay, okay, there it is. There's your question. I found it. Any messages on job coming for me in the next couple weeks? Yes. Okay, perfect. I think Lee left. So Krista, I'll get you after Jay, okay? Don't go, Krista. Are you serious, Krista? Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. Mine literally sent me an image of a sign that said you can read the sign. Are you serious? Because that's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Anne Marie. Hi, Anne Marie. I'm so happy you're here. Yeah, absolutely. That is funny as heck. But anyway, okay. Okay, so I'm going to uh I'm going to then connect to Jay. Jay, I forgot your name. Can you give me your name again? Sorry. I try to remember. I think it was Janet. I think it was Janet. In the meantime, I'm just gonna connect to to my higher self again. Make sure I'm fully connected. There, thank you. Krista, here's your sign. Oh my God, y'all are so funny. You're like, come on, guys, I want to have some combos too, with or without guilt. Oh my gosh. Listen, they don't come to me all the time. They come to me when I, I think when I really like allow myself to just receive. Because there's times that I'm just like busy work. And that's another thing that he was telling me this morning. It was like, you've been so busy, like you haven't even been listening to me. Like, what the heck? Like, you know? And I was like, okay, fine. Because I've been busy work. Like, oh my God, like I've been thinking about this and that and this and that, And so that's why. So meditation is your dance, you need signs. Oh my gosh, y'all are cracking me up today. What? Yeah, I'm the same way though. Like I have other friends that tell me the same thing. That they're like, I'm too dense for this. Like I can't. I need like in my face sign. Oh my gosh. Okay. Did I lose Jay? Did I lose you, Jay? Oh, Jessica. There she is. Jessica. Okay, Jessica. Thank you, Jessica. Okay. So I am connecting to Jessica's higher self now. Do I have permission? Thank you. Please connect. Ooh, Jessica. I'm seeing some beautiful, like sparkling, almost like unicorn like colors. That's beautiful. Okay. All right. So I'm not connected fully. Let me take a look. Is there something that we need to clear before I connect to her fully? Yeah. So hang tight, Jessica. There's something I have to clear here. Oh, well, spirit has to clear. Please clear. We're just removing some entity that is kind of keeping me from connecting fully to your higher self. Okay, so what's my connection now to Jessica? Awesome. Okay, so in regards to, okay, so let's see. Spirit, she wants to know about her job, if she has a job coming for her. Can you give me some guidance in regards to this? Okay, so there's some, ooh, that one too. Okay. Okay, that's all you want. Okay. These are the two cards. So only two cards came up for you. Okay, what's the percentage of so there's about 80% possibility that I'm seeing here that you will get within the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna ask within the next 3 weeks. So I'm getting within the next 3 weeks. It's more it's going more, is it, yeah, it is more of 100% I'm seeing here. And so, but spirit wants you to pay attention to a couple things here. So South Node card came up for you. And so the South Node card is kind of really inviting you to notice what parts of past experiences or even current experiences with job, with a job, just jobs that you had, jobs that you're holding, or the perception of the things that happened right at the within a job in the past that may have felt a little traumatic for you, to release that and not bring this into the new place. Because right now you're being given a little extra time to actually give yourself permission to release. We have the full moon coming up. No, the new moon, sorry. We have the new moon coming up in on Monday. So I would recommend that you do a little bit of like a little bit of a ceremony for yourself, like, setting the intention, right? Like, what is it? How do you want to attract this job to your life? And how do you want it to be? Like, be as detailed as you want to be, but then also, like, what, also ask yourself, what things can I release that are keeping me from actually receiving this for myself, right? And so the card of Neptune came through, and when I see this card, this is all about visualizing, uh visualizing the, like, the most amazing opportunity, the most amazing, like, not holding back, right? uh from feeling like you deserve it, feeling like you can receive it, and feeling like it's possible, not holding back from that, from like, okay, this is the ideal job for me, and this is how I want this to be, and this is how I want my interactions to be with the people that I work with, and this is how I want my interactions to be with everyday routines, and like quite literally, like, visualizing this, and then also giving yourself permission to see, okay, where in my daily life or in my daily routine can I align myself to be in a space of being able to receive it. And in order for you to receive it, you have to feel good, right? You have to feel worthy, feel open to receive. Okay. And so that's the message that I see here for you, Jessica, in regards to how do I say this? In regards to the job part of things. Okay. So give yourself that permission. Don't be afraid, right? Don't be afraid of thinking of the most amazing opportunities, like, and then be in that energy, like quite literally be in it, like, and then also notice what things you can overcome around that. Like, maybe there's certain things that you would need to overcome within yourself. See yourself overcoming those things, right? Like, I was watching a video about this woman. She does, like, motivational speaking and stuff. And that's one of the things that she talks about manifestation, is that we often forget to see ourselves overcoming the resistance situations that are going to come through in our lives, that are going to keep us from actually getting there, right? So, like, we have to see ourselves, yes, that this is possible, but yes, this is actually going to be over. Yeah, I'm going to overcome this, and I'm gonna visualize myself overcoming this. So anyway, so that is what I have for you. It's very short message that I see. So really, you and I feel like that's the spirit is sharing this with you, and I'm getting the message, that I'm getting the confirmation that that's the reason why, is because it wants you to really focus on what you need to release at this moment, so that you can actually receive the job and be open to receive. Okay, be like ready, like be ready. Okay. Okay, please disconnect. Thank you, spirit. So within the next 2-3 weeks. Okay. Okay, Krista, girl, you've been waiting for. Let's get you, girl. Let's get you. I don't know if you had a question on here or not. Okay, so let's see. I have a twin flame catalyst runner. I really feel like this help heal that cord, but I don't want to know about it. Okay, so you wanna see if the healing that you did today was completed. No, yeah, I know. Your big dream vision. I need to do that. Sure. Okay. Let me take a look and see. Okay. So bear with me here. I'm just gonna connect. Do I have permission to connect to Krista? Yes, please. Oh, Arlene, I love you. Thank you. Oh, I'm seeing this really beautiful blue for you, Krista. Almost reminds me of Archangel Michael, as if you're like surrounded by his essence. Okay, so I'm seeing that I'm connected 100% to you. Okay, and so let me check to see what is the percentage between her and her twin flame that's been healed with the cord healing that we did. So I see here that it was healed at 60%. Okay, so that means that you might want to do a little bit more of the visualization. Uh, I'm getting that, yes, that you can do it on your own, just doing the Ho'oponopono. If you want to go back into the replay and just listen to the meditation, you can do that as well. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. Um, I'm getting Reiki as well. If you wanted to get Reiki as well, that can also help. But I'm gonna see if there's anything else that I can check here for the cord that I can clear, at least some energy that I can clear on my end to support you. Okay, please clear. I see that spirit wants to download a little bit of gold energy to that cord. Please clear. Thank you, spirit. There's some stuff that is karmic from other lifetimes as well. I'm feeling that 40% is part of that. So some of the things that I'm clearing here are karmic energies from other lifetimes. So I'm just sending it to your higher self. You could just say that you receive, Krista. And so we're just sending that healing, and then we let your higher self take care of that, right? And so take care of how to disperse that healing for you. I don't like to push on the energy to you because your higher self knows what's best for you, right? And so, yeah, there's stuff from past lives for you guys. I'm seeing it. Okay. Any messages you have in regards to this? I don't know if you've ever done if you want to work with me, you're more than welcome to. You can I'd love to have you, and if you want to book a session, we can do a I have an option on my website that is to do twin flame and soul relationship healing. And what we do is that we clear all the karmic stuff between you and that person, and also address the energy cords as well. We check anything else at the energy cords that need to be cleared between you guys. And so yeah, I don't know. It's up to you. But either way, just sending out the energy. That 40% is quite literally what you came with. So that other 60% that you cleared was basically all the entanglement from this, like this lifetime. Now the 40% is kind of like the stuff that is like from the past. Like it's almost like old archaic stuff that just needs to be cleared and released. And so and you can do this in many ways. You can come to me, you can do a past life regression. I always tell people, like, obviously I do this, and of course I of course this is my channel, I'm going to promote myself, but I don't ever want y'all to feel like oh, my way is the only way. No, because that would be like insane for me to even get that like that. So just feel what resonates for you, right? And then go from there. So yeah, you're still hurt by it. Yeah, because it's that energy from the past life. So, and that once we clear that, then that also releases some of that tension. It releases that tension, basically, not some of it, but all of it. So remember, just so healing comes in layers too. So once you release one layer, you can do another layer. I still clear between me and my husband, and we're married and we love each other, and sometimes we don't like each other, and so so I have to go in. And be like, okay, is there something here that we need to clear? And 9 times out of 10, I get something that needs to be clear between him and I. So anyway, I just kind of want to let y'all know that I practice what I preach, y'all. I clear myself too. So much onion. I know. It's so much onion. Oh, Krista, I freaking love your amazingness. Your sense of humor too. But yeah, there is. Ah, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect now. Okay, so then that's it. Listen, y'all, I had so much fun with y'all today. It's not even funny. Like, seriously, it was amazing. This was an amazing live. I'm so grateful. Like, I love going live. I would go live more often, but of course, it's just not feasible for me to go live more often. I'm actually trying to figure out a way to make this to where I can actually do this and it makes sense for me to do so. I really want to invite y'all, if you want to sign up for the Cosmic Light Activation membership, please do, because that supports these lives, right? Like, it supports this. And so if you want to sign up for that, go to my website, thebloominglotushealing.com, so that I can and then go into my email list and sign up for my email list. So when I am ready to send out an email promoting the opening of this, please do come. It's just a really great way to continue your energetic hygiene, and it just supports you in your journey of healing. And we clear collective programs, which a lot of times we don't realize, but we pick up a lot from the collective, and so it just supports your own journey. It doesn't mean that you don't have to do anything personal for yourself, but it just at least supports that energetic uh the energetic background noise that sometimes can be like not very supportive in your journey. So I just kind of wanted to take that moment just to kind of say thank you. That sounds delicious, Arlene. uh, that sounds amazing. Yeah, and so I love y'all. I'm so grateful for all of you, for your support. Please share and like this video. Share this channel with other people. I'm really trying to get this to the point where I can. I'm just being honest with y'all. Like, it is energetically, not that it's energetically taxing that in a negative way, but it is a lot of effort and energy that I put into this, and I'm putting so much love into this. And but I also need to make sure that this actually supports me too, supports me back. So I am working very hard to get this channel monetized through YouTube. But then I also don't want it to be I don't want it to be only about monetization either. But I'm just trying to make sure that things are balanced, because it's all about balance. So that's part of the reason why the Cosmic Light Activation was created, was to support this channel. So if you really want to support me, please do sign up for my email list so that you can sign up for the chat for the Cosmic Light. I am actually moving websites right now, so for those of you who are going to sign up for the next one, you're actually going to have access to a portal. You're going to have like your own portal, your own access to the readings that I do every week for the collective, for the group. You're going to have access to that. You're going to have access to the recordings from the past clearings that we've done. You're going to have access to that. You're going to have access, of course, to the next clearing that we do. We do them live via Zoom. uh my intention is to build a community there, and so that's what I have. So anyway, that's all I have. I love y'all. And I'm complete, and I hope that you have a beautiful, wonderful day, wonderful rest of your weekend. Wish me luck for this Spirit Fest. I'm taking you all with my heart. I'm taking you all with me to Spirit Fest. And so that's it. It's 2:22 over here, so I'm ending it now because this is an auspicious time. So love you. Bye.